Hey, how's everyone doing? Trying to figure out to hold this sideways without it blocking the speakerphone because seems to been able to hear me. My hand's on sideways too, not around the speaker, so hopefully you guys can hear me. This is Kayla May Swerves on the Josh and Kayla show. Just a quick, short, fast. I'm in the motel, and we're going to be checking out soon, so that's why I say fast, and I hope I'm not upside down. I'm trying to please everybody here. I really hope I'm not upside down. There's no way for me to see. Yeah, I guess I kind of, sort of, might be. I guess I'm going to have to adjust your cameras. I'm just trying to please everybody. This is just a review on not necessarily how I met Josh, because you guys already know how we met. We met at school. You know, I mean, yeah. It's just, let's see if I can just set you guys up. Maybe, this is more or less about how I fell in love with Josh and why I fell in love with him. I guess not necessarily has to be a why, but I felt so this is the video on me falling in love with Josh and how I did that, and I hope you guys like it and can hear me. So it all started off, of course, at school, college, getting our GED, and that's pretty much where it actually all happened, really. You know, I mean, I'm laughing because in my mind I'm thinking I thought of him as kind of dorky at first, but in a good way, not a bad way, just because of how he dressed, you know, kind of dorky, but that's. Thinking that's like, wow, you look kind of dorky, but he's attractive too, you know. So I was thinking, he's dorky, but I like him. I like some dorky. No, I'm just kidding. No, not, but yeah, in a good way, the funny comedy central dorky type of guy, not like bad and like he's like ugly. No, not like that. But yeah, I'm not nervous. I feel nervous because going back, you know. But yeah, it's just the way he dressed looked kind of cool, but he didn't dress bad. What am I doing? So yeah, I just by hanging out with him, getting to know him, and just his charm that came upon me, you know, him, us just working together in the classroom, and we just hit it off, you know, he hit it off, and I fell in love with him. Why? Because he's a sweet guy, very respectful, and great personality, and I would just was attracted to him, you know, so that's why. And how did I fall in love with him? It's because we never argued, you know. We were like pals. We were great friends in school. We got along. He helped me. He was always there for me. He was my shoulder to lean on, you know. He became the reason. One second. Get more comfortable. He became my reason. There we go. So I can sit. My knees don't hurt. He became my reason for showing up to school. Well, the number one reason, you know, why I tried to always go to school early to see him because he made me feel good and yeah. His good sense of humor, always able to make me laugh, made me feel good about myself. I could always be myself. I was I was in the bad sense of way. I was nervous around him at first just because I didn't know how he felt about me. I just, I was nervous because I'm like, okay, well, what if he doesn't accept me, even though he was accepting me, but it's like, what if I show who I am around him, I was nervous in that kind of way about, like, what if he doesn't end up liking me, like, what if, that, I had that for just a short moment, because, I just, I was, like, you could tell when I'm nervous, I was, like, doing this, fidgeting with my hand, that's not a good type of being nervous, it's like, okay. How was this gonna turn out? I was nervous like that because I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't know if he liked me in the way I liked him, So it was that, but I eased up the more we hanged out, the more we talked and got to know each other, the more I felt more comfortable around him. I don't know, but it didn't even last long, so it didn't last any longer than a couple of days of that feeling, just because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how he felt about me, if he just liked me just as a friend, or, and I didn't know that he was interested in me like that until, so, but, so I did just because I didn't know, and I didn't want to be embarrass myself by liking a guy that didn't feel the same way about me, type of thing. And then later on I found out, I'm like, wow, okay, that's such a relief. He's interested in me, I felt good about that, and then there was all the good nervous feelings after that, like, oh man, I'm getting to school and I get to see this amazing guy that makes me smile every day, and I can just be myself around him. And, he's not pushy. He was never pushy, and he just, so that's how I fell in love with him. I fell in love with him because of that, because of the kind of guy he was, and he encouraged me and was nice to me, and he never, he never, he was never not nice to me. He was never, mean or anything. He was what I've been waiting my whole life to find someone, meet someone like him. And you just, like, where's this guy been? That is what went through my mind. It's like, where has this guy been? Where have you been all my life? Where have you been all my life is exactly what was happening. And I'm just lost for words. This is how amazing he is. I'm just lost for words. There's just no words to describe the kind of guy he is, how he made me feel. There's no words. It's like, so that's how I fell in love with him. Just by because of how he treated me, he made me, off the bat, it's like, this is gonna work. This is the guy that is meant for me. It wasn't a good situation at first because of some past history stuff there, but it was okay because I just knew, when you meet a guy like that makes you feel, no words for it. There's just no words for it. It's undescribable. I just can't find the words for it. That should tell you that something right there. And I fell in love with him because of that. That's why I fell in love with him. Being treated good as a friend, starting out as a friend, being the best He was the best friend I've ever had in my entire life. You know, and having a guy just be there for you and treat you so good, you know. There's just nothing in comparison to that. There just really isn't. And to have that feeling every day, how can you not fall in love with that? How can you not fall in love with that? How can you not, want something good like that in your life? I've never found anything like that before, it's incredible. Just incredible. How can nobody not want that? You know? When you got all those good feelings and emotions, you just know it's good. You know what's right for you. You don't have, when that is something, when that is something that you're looking for, you know what you're wanting in a guy, and you don't find it anywhere else, and then, bam, you go to school and you meet this great guy, great looking, funny guy, and that's pretty much it for you. That's just, so, yeah. Like, okay, this is it. This is what I wanted, needed, and I have what I found it, and it doesn't get much better than that. So, I'll let you guys go. And now he knows too, just in case if you're watching this, in case you didn't know that, now you know why I fell in love with you and why I'm so in love with you. You're exactly right for me. He's exactly right for me. Doesn't get much better than that. It really doesn't. That's the kind of love and happiness I want for myself, and I have that. And yeah, I love being treated good like that. I love being respected. I love not being pushed into things that I don't want, and being accepted, being loved unconditionally, and what more can you ask for? Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and let me know what you thought of this video. Hit the like if you like it, thumbs down if you didn't, and if this is your first time, don't make it your last. I love you, baby. I can't wait to spend every lasting moment with you and living this life like it's our last, and living, yeah. Peace. God bless. And I hope the video was amazing. I'm going to check out for the holy cow, 13 minutes and 42 seconds.